Hi Animal Crossing peeps! So as you all know, I started a new island, and this island is gonna be Frozen themed. And yes, Frozen the Disney movie. So in this video, I will be creating a basic layout of my map. So come join me as I guide you through the process of how I create the layouts of my map. So before I lay anything out, I actually need to visualize what these areas are generally gonna look like. So I use an online map maker called Happy Island Designer, and I'm sure most of you have heard of it. If not, it's a really useful tool where you could edit the river, add where you want your cliffs to be, and also add bridges, houses, buildings. So when you first open the website, the site asks you what kind of a map you have, and you're supposed to choose which layout fits your island the best. After that, you have the option to either hand draw your map, or this is an easier way to do it. You could take a picture of the map you took in Animal Crossing and then overlay it with this website's map. So then you could get the correct dimensions for your island. So right now, I am uploading my map. It's gonna take a while. Okay, so here is my map of Arendelle. And then the website asks you to pinpoint 4 corners of your map. So this is what I'm doing right here. So perfect. Now the maps are overlaid. And now it's time for me to actually draw in major landmarks of my map. So I'm just filling in the edges here. Alright, so I got the general outline. I didn't draw in the rivers because I'm about to change it anyways. But here is Arendelle. So this is how I pictured this area. So this is where my castle is going to be. The castle is going to be surrounded by a bunch of water. So there's my rectangular plot of water right there. And then time to remove the rivers on this side. Also some of the cliffs too. So in this corner right here, I'm planning to make the Frozen castle. So this is Elsa's castle over there. The other castle, the one with the water, is the Arendelle castle. So my island will have 2 castles. Alright, so I accidentally erased some rocks, so let me fill them in right now. Alright, so the area behind the castle, the area I'm shading in right now, is gonna be Aatehallen, and also the dam. If you watched Frozen 2, that's the reference. Okay, so down here, I'm planning to make a forest path, and the space I left right there at the bottom is gonna be Wandering Oaken's trading post. So that's the area where Anna meets Kristoff for the first time, and where I forgot the shop owner's name, but he just says like there's a summer blowout in the middle of Elsa's blizzard. It's hilarious. So right now I'm gonna make Arendelle. Okay, so here I'm just making the castle outline. Of course it's going to change when I actually make the castle, but I'll just have a general shape of the castle. So there's a courtyard in the Arendelle castle, so that's why that area is so big. And then down here is where the town is going to be. I'm just mapping out the layout of the town. So what I'm mapping out right now is the wooden planks I'm gonna put, because Arendelle has a port. So I just wanted to make a port area, and a really big port area for Arendelle right here. And of course, this is where Hans first arrives to Arendelle. Also where Anna meets Hans too. Okay, so right now I'm just filling in this area with some stone. So the reddish area I have is for the buildings, because Arendelle has a lot of tall buildings. Let me fill this in. There you go, gotta fix the plank right here. Alright, so time to continue the building area. So the area I have on the left side in between the two buildings is gonna be where the clock tower is. So this is where Anna and Elsa sing in Frozen Fever, if you watched it. And that was where Elsa was gonna fall off the tower. So where I have my cursor right now is gonna be for the more rural area of Arendelle. So Arendelle has a city-like area, and then they have a more rural area. So I'm just filling in the rest. So where the river is where I'm gonna put a waterfall. So there's a nice waterfall where the port area is in Arendelle. I also imagine buildings going across here where I'm drawing it in. Of course, it's gonna change later for the actual island. Oh, whoops. Yeah, just experimenting some stuff. This is a really weird design right here. So honestly, just trial and error. It doesn't have to be perfect the first time, but it's good to have a general idea of what you're making. So in front of the port is what you call it, those stalls. So this is where I'm drawing in the stalls, where the sand color is. And then I just imagine buildings behind the stall area too. Okay, so I'm making an opening for some staircases. So the great thing about this website is there are staircases and bridges. Look at all those different orientations of stairs and bridges. So over here is the border of Arendelle. So in Frozen, there's a stone border around Arendelle. So this is where the border is going to be. And then over at the bottom where that fat plot of land is where the waterfall is. So I don't think the plot of land here would look that great, so I just erased it. So around the area here, I'm gonna add houses, the actual villager houses. So the buildings at the bottom are gonna be made with simple panels, while the houses in the more rural area are just gonna be villager houses. So I gotta pick good exteriors for my villagers. Let me rephrase that. I gotta pick villagers with good exteriors. There we go. Also, I have no idea where I'm gonna put Nook's Cranny and 𝒖🄔 sisters yet, but I'll fit them in the town somewhere, hopefully. And of course, I could adjust later. So now I'm just adding actual houses I'm gonna decorate. So I'm gonna make some characters on my island and just decorate their houses. So for the castle area, I'm planning to have 3 houses there because the castle is really big and I wanted to make like Anna, Elsa's room, but also all the other buildings. Wait, not buildings, rooms in the castle. So that's why I'm using 3 houses there. And then at the bottom we said was the Wandering Oaken's trading post. So there's that. In front of that's gonna be like an icy area. In the very back corner, we said there was Elsa's castle, so I'm planning to put a house there so we could make the interior of her castle. Next to Elsa's castle on the left side is gonna be the 𝒉𝒄 So this is where I'm gonna put a bunch of kids' tents, and I'm so glad we have those items now. But yeah, I'm gonna put the kids' tents there, and it's gonna look like a tribe. And then over here, I'm building a 3rd layer for the actual actual dam that could actually flood Arendelle. Oh yes, and then down here I am making an entrance to Red's Beach. So I'm planning to make the shipwreck, use Red's Beach for the shipwreck. Sorry, spoilers if you haven't watched Frozen 2. But yeah, just adding stairs and final touches. And then here's the water. So this is the dam area, but this is also where 𝒖💔 is, as I mentioned in the beginning. So here's a small land for 𝒖💔. I wish we had a bigger island. I would definitely utilize my space better. But yeah, 𝒖💔's like in the middle of a bunch of water, so I thought it'd be good to put it there. So also just making the waterfalls in the bottom. And yeah, that should be about it. There's nothing else for me to add. I'm gonna add like some penguin areas on the beach and also add the trolls as well. Remember the trolls. As for my museum, I might use it as part of the castle entrance just because it has a really nice rooftop, but we'll see. I'll probably move it to 𝒖💔 if it doesn't look as nice. And plus, it makes sense if it's in 𝒖💔 because history, and 𝒖💔 is where Elsa sees all the history. But yeah, here's my finalized map. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for the construction of Arendelle. And if you're a big Frozen fan, yes, just stay tuned. I have a lot of great ideas for this island. Alright, thanks for watching, and good luck decorating all your islands, and really have fun with all this winter stuff. Alright, bye Animal Crossing peeps!